Ladies, this is LaShawn and I'm here for my first review for Platinum Hair Extensions. Today I'm going to be reviewing Brazilian Curly, and that's what I'm wearing right now. You can take a look. First thing I'll talk about the hair is what I'm wearing. I have a 16, an 18 and a 20 in. It's pretty long. I know there are some of you out there who wear longer lengths, but I find that this is pretty long, especially for curly hair. I didn't actually measure it, but I was very surprised that it was this long, because obviously the hair is curly. It's gonna draw up a bit more than straight hair, so I think it's really good length for me. Secondly, the luster. I really like how the hair looks. It's not too shiny, it's not very high luster. It has more of a natural healthy glow, so it just looks like really good healthy hair. And in fact, I've been wearing it for almost, let's say, like a week and a half, and so many people who obviously do not know me have stopped and said, oh, is that, well, not so much is that your hair, but a lot of people have said, oh, it looks exactly like your hair. And then some people who do know that I have long hair said, you know, it really looks like I've just grown out my own hair. So that's a really big compliment when your weave does not look like weave. Another thing I would say is that I really love the fact that it has very little shedding. Shedding is a big deal for me in general. I'm a makeup artist and I hate when my brushes shed, and it's annoying. Just hair coming out is annoying. So I was very happy that this hair has very little shedding, if any at all. And I can say that definitely because I forgot to seal the wefts before I had it installed. I got the weft sealer from Tracy and I was so busy that particular week. Sorry, from Danielle. I got the weft sealer from Danielle when I picked up the hair, and I was so busy I did not seal anything. By the time I got to, you know, give the hair to Sakina to install, I was like, holy crap, I didn't remember to seal it. But so far, like I said, almost 2 weeks, very little shedding, and I think that's really great, especially for curly hair, because you would think that, especially with curly hair where it may you know, get tangly or whatever, and you put your fingers through it or try to brush it out or something like that, it will shed, but it doesn't. So I think that that's a really big plus for this hair. On to tangling. Now that I mentioned it, I don't find it tangles at all. I will show you. Finger comb in my hair, it just goes right through, and that's real time. Not even in the back, where I've worn weave before, regular weave, human hair, and I've had straight as well as curly on, and you always find like right at the nape of your neck it kind of tangles up. With this hair, it doesn't tangle at all. Any part of my hair I can just run my hands through. It doesn't tangle, it doesn't snag, which is another plus because it is curly. So even if it didn't tangle, you would think that your hands, when you finger comb it, your fingers might snag the hair, because it does have a curl pattern, so you have to kind of get through it, but it goes right through, doesn't snag, doesn't tangle. I think that's really great. Other points on the hair is it's extremely light. I was not expecting that. I realized I would be getting a 16, 18 and 20. I was just like, oh my god, this is going to be so heavy. I'm going to have to get used to having all of this hair. It looks like a lot of hair, is pretty long and everything, but it is not heavy at all. I really love it. It's very easy to manage, and that is the biggest plus for me. Like I said, put it in braids at night and tie it down. When I am going out, I would take out the braids. It has this kind of curl pattern, but of course braiding it will keep the curl pattern, and so when I take it out, all I do is finger comb it. That will be nice and curly. I actually bought this from Danielle when I picked up the hair, and this basically, it kind of reminds me of activator, because when you put it in, the hair then starts to really curl up a lot. I don't really use it too often. Since I've had it, I probably put it on maybe once or twice, but I don't really use it too often because I find that the hair does keep the pattern, especially since I braid it. And then the only other thing I use would be the Cream of Nature Argan Oil Spray. This is what I used to use on my own, and I just prefer the spray rather than the oil because sometimes I have a tendency to put too much on if I'm just pouring out the oil. So I like the spray because it gives you a light coat, and I would use that maybe a couple times a week, but not every day. I don't really put very many products on my own hair because I like my hair to be very light and not weighted down by products. So I'm kind of treating the Brazilian curly as if it were my own, obviously. Besides that, I think it is really good. I was a little bit skeptical about curly hair at first because I was thinking it might tangle, but I love the fact that it's so easy to maintain and it looks really great. I got a side part instead of the traditional middle part. No particular special reason. I just told Sakina to do whatever and she did the side part, and I really liked how it turned out. So basically this is one more look at the hair. You can see how long it is. Hopefully you can see everything. She did cut a little bit on this side just to give it a bit of layering and kind of match my own hair a bit more. My hair is not very short. I think you might be able to see this is my own hair here, so it's pretty long. So she just cut on this side just to give it a bit of layering, and I think it looks really good. And this is how long it is. Comes pretty far down as far as I'm concerned. I know there are people who wear longer hair, but this is really long for me. Just to show you on the side. Hopefully you guys can see. I will definitely take pictures so you can kind of see the length in the back and how it looks styled on a regular basis. And I'm also going to do a blog post so you can check out the blog. Just some basic information from Platinum. You can find them on Facebook, Platinum Hair Extensions, and either Tracy or Danielle will help you out. If you're interested in getting this hair or any other type of hair, because they carry a lot, the prices would range usually from $165 to $285 per bundle, and you can get lengths up to 30. In the Brazilian curly, they stock up to 28, and that's ridiculously long considering that this is a 20. So I'm thinking, but you know, if you're interested, you can definitely get the longer lengths. We also have Filipino textures, which is a premium texture, and the Filipino prices would range from $200 to $370 per bundle. The weft sealant is $15, and it is a really good product to have to seal the wefts to make sure there is no shedding. The argan oil is $25, and the Nice and Curly that I bought, I think this was $25 as well, but it's a lot and I don't even use it that much, so this is going to last very long. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it. Like I said at the beginning, this is my first video. Hopefully it turned out pretty okay, and I'm definitely looking forward to doing more. Thank you. Bye.